Hello, my darlings. Today we're embarking on a culinary adventure that marries the beloved Dalgona coffee with the creamy indulgence of a classic cheesecake. This recipe is a testament to the joy of culinary fusion, creating a dessert that is both trendy and timeless. Picture this: a velvety, smooth cheesecake base topped with a generous layer of fluffy Dalgona coffee. It's a match made in heaven, a symphony of textures and flavors that will tantalize your taste buds. The beauty of this recipe lies in its simplicity. Don't be intimidated by the fancy name, my dears. We'll break down the process into easy-to-follow steps, ensuring that even novice bakers can create this masterpiece. So put on your aprons and let's whip up a Dalgona coffee cheesecake that will have everyone begging for seconds. The aroma of freshly baked cheesecake infused with the rich aroma of coffee is enough to make your heart sing. And the taste? Pure bliss. The creamy cheesecake with its subtle tanginess perfectly complements the sweet and slightly bitter Dalgona coffee topping. Get ready for a truly heavenly dessert experience. Before we embark on our baking adventure, let's gather our trusty ingredients. Remember, my dears, baking is all about precision, so having everything measured and ready will make our journey smoother. For the cheesecake base, 1½ cups graham cracker crumbs, the perfect foundation for our creamy creation. 5 tablespoons unsalted butter, melted to bind those crumbs and add a hint of richness. 2 tablespoons granulated sugar, a touch of sweetness to balance the flavors. For the cheesecake filling, 2 8-ounce packages cream cheese, softened the heart and soul of our cheesecake. 1 cup granulated sugar to enhance the sweetness and create a melt-in-your-mouth texture. 2 large eggs for binding and adding richness to the filling. 1 teaspoon pure vanilla extract, a splash of magic to elevate the flavors. For the Dalgona coffee topping, 2 tablespoons instant coffee, the star of our topping, providing that irresistible coffee kick. 2 tablespoons granulated sugar to sweeten the coffee and help create those beautiful peaks. 2 tablespoons hot water to dissolve the coffee and sugar, forming the base of our frothy topping. Having all your ingredients prepped and ready is like having a well-organized toolbox. It makes the entire process so much more enjoyable and efficient. So let's channel our inner organizers and set ourselves up for baking success. Now that our ingredients are prepped, let's begin by creating the crust, the very foundation of our Dalgona coffee cheesecake. It's a simple yet crucial step that lays the groundwork for the creamy goodness to come. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius. Grease a 9-inch springform pan. This will ensure our cheesecake doesn't stick and releases beautifully once baked. In a medium bowl, combine the graham cracker crumbs, melted butter and sugar. Mix until well blended and the crumbs are evenly moistened. Press this mixture into the bottom of the prepared pan, creating an even layer. Bake the crust for 10 minutes in the preheated oven. This will allow the crust to set and turn a light golden brown. Once baked, remove the pan from the oven and set it aside to cool while we move on to the creamy filling. Section 4. Whipping up a creamy dream. With our crust cooling, we can now turn our attention to the star of the show, the cheesecake filling. This step is where the magic truly happens, as we transform simple ingredients into a velvety, smooth and utterly irresistible mixture. In a large bowl, beat the softened cream cheese and sugar together until smooth and creamy. This step is crucial for achieving that luxuriously smooth texture that cheesecake is known for. Make sure there are no lumps of cream cheese remaining. Beat in the eggs one at a time, mixing well after each addition. Be careful not to overmix, as this can result in a cracked cheesecake. Stir in the vanilla extract until just combined. The vanilla adds a beautiful floral note that complements the richness of the cream cheese. Pour the cheesecake filling over the cooled crust, spreading it evenly. This creamy mixture is the heart of our dessert, and soon it will be baked to perfection, ready to be adorned with its Dalgona crown. Now for the pièce de résistance, the Dalgona coffee topping. This fluffy, cloud-like topping is what sets our cheesecake apart, adding a touch of whimsy and a burst of coffee flavor. In a medium bowl, combine the instant coffee, sugar, and hot water. Using an electric mixer, beat the mixture on high speed until it becomes thick, glossy, and forms stiff peaks. This usually takes about 5 to 7 minutes of whipping. Be patient, my dears. The transformation is worth the wait. Once the Dalgona coffee has reached the desired consistency, gently spoon it over the cheesecake filling. You can create swirls or peaks with the topping for a more rustic look, or spread it evenly for a more polished finish. We're almost there, my darlings. Our Dalgona Coffee cheesecake is nearly ready for its grand debut. But first it needs a little time to chill and set, allowing the flavors to meld and the textures to reach their peak. Carefully transfer the cheesecake to the refrigerator and let it chill for at least 4 hours, or preferably overnight. This chilling time is crucial for the cheesecake to firm up, making it easier to slice and serve. As the cheesecake chills, the Dalgona coffee topping will slightly soften, creating a beautiful contrast in textures, the smooth, airy coffee topping against the dense, creamy cheesecake. The anticipation builds with every passing hour, but trust me, the wait is worth it. After its long chill, our Dalgona coffee cheesecake is finally ready to be enjoyed. This masterpiece deserves to be presented with a touch of flair, so let's talk about serving suggestions. Carefully remove the cheesecake from the spring-form pan. Run a thin knife around the edges to loosen the sides before releasing the spring. This will ensure a clean cut and prevent the cheesecake from sticking to the sides. Slice the cheesecake into wedges and serve it chilled. You can enjoy it as is for a truly indulgent experience, or elevate it further with a sprinkle of cocoa powder, a drizzle of melted chocolate, or a dollop of freshly whipped cream. The combination of the creamy cheesecake, the airy Dalgona coffee, and your chosen garnish creates a symphony of textures and flavors that is simply divine. Every bite is a testament to the magic that happens when creativity meets culinary expertise. So go ahead, my darlings, indulge in this heavenly delight and savor every moment.